Hello guys, so I wanted to share my thoughts on this keyboard by Asceny. This one is going to have the black switches, and I have done some other video reviews for the red, brown, and blue switches, and I'm going to put a link in the description. So let's take a look at this keyboard and just do a test. So something that I enjoy about these black switches is that the sound that the keyboard makes is much more deeper. It has a low pitch sound, and I find it more enjoyable and pleasant to type with this keyboard. So each switch is going to have their own characteristics. So you have the red switches, which are the soft. Then you have the brown switches, which are going to have like a little bump. Then you have the blue switches, which has a clicky noise. And then you have these black switches, which are going to be similar to the red ones, but they have this extra resistance. So these switches are described as quiet, except with the blue one. And I can tell you that having um, used them, all of them, I can tell you that they're not quiet. They're going to make produce some noise from all the different components. So if you're looking for something that is quiet, I would probably recommend you that you find a keyboard similar to this. So as you can hear, it's much better with the noise than these keyboards. So if you are trying to avoid being noisy around people that are sleeping to you, you may want to consider getting the keyboard that I just showed you. So going back to this keyboard here, something that I actually liked, and I'm going to be comparing it mostly with the red one, because with the red switches, because this is the ones that are very similar. And what I can tell you with the red ones, after using it for a while, I find them that they were too soft, and I needed a little bit more resistance. And this one has that extra resistance, but it's not too much as I thought it was going to be. So another thing I noticed with the red switches is that when you are typing, you're able to reach the bottom much faster. So what is going to happen with that is that you're going to it's going to be probably a little bit more annoying to the tip of your fingers, because you are just hitting the bottom much more quickly and much more suddenly. So with the black ones, the extra resistance is going to cushion that that movement when you are typing. So you're not going to reach the bottom too fast, and it's going to be much more softer, the landing as you're typing. So it's not going to be that annoying as the red switches. So um, I really liked this keyboard very much, but as with everything, there are good and bad things, and what I can tell you here is the space bar, that they have done a very nice job, because usually the space bar is the one that is the most noisy in these keyboards. So I'm going to just remove it so you can see here the mechanism that they have that is underneath. But before I do it, I can show you here the tools that they provide here. So this is going to be for you to remove the keycaps, and this is going to be for you to remove the switch, since this is a hot swappable keyboard. So what that means is that you're able to add other switches to this keyboard. So if you want to, let's say, add some red ones and blue ones here, so you can also do that, but you need to find the uh, correct switch here, and I will be showing you a little bit more of that later. I'm not going to use the key because I actually find them very difficult to use. They're very tight, and I actually felt like I was going to scratch the keys. So as you can see here, these are the components that they have here, and something that I like here is that it's very quiet, and I'm going to compare it with the blue one. So just to compare it, this is going to be the other keyboard I have, and this is going to be the blue ones. So as you can see and hear, this one even has a little bit of some grease that they applied here. So this is I feel like the quality of this keyboard is much better than other keyboards, and that's the reason why this keyboard also has a better sound bar. So so another thing I can tell you here about this keyboard is that as you can see here, they had to in order to reduce the size of this keyboard, they had to combine some other keys. So here you can see that some have this white additional key here. So you have page up, page down here, and then you have the arrow keys here. So some other keyboards, they have the arrows here that are accessible. um, they're the first ones to be able to be accessed, and this one is actually they're actually secondary. So if you press this key here, you're going to access alt, then control, then you have this menu here. So if you want to access the arrows here, you need to press Fn 2 times. As you can see now, all the function keys are activated. So now you can access the arrows here, as well as all these keys up here and all these functions here. And this is loose here because I'm going to also show you in a moment something about this switch here. But I don't like this the way they did this, because if you want to use them with all other keys here, you cannot do it. So right now only the all the function keys are activated, as but this ones are not. So ASD, all these keys are not. So if you want to access these keys, then you need to turn it off, and now you can access all these keys, but now you cannot access those arrows keys here. So when I'm doing when I'm working on Excel, so let's say I'm typing something and then I want to move to another cell, I need to press this. Now I can move it, I turn it off, and then I continue typing. So that's really annoying here with this keyboard. So another thing I don't like also is the lighting effects. I don't think that it has so many. So here you have this one, then you have this one, and yeah, that's all you get. You also have more interactive lighting effects, which I also don't like very much. This is the only one that I like. Then they have this one is off, and then they have this one here, which I really don't like very much because it's just so pale and it moves so fast. Then they have this other one here, which looks like the keyboard is just malfunctioning, so I don't like that one very much. And so I think there is a software where you can access and modify the lights. So if you buy this keyboard, you're gonna see the instructions on their website. So talking about the switch here, this is going to be the switch here, and I had a hard time removing this. So here you can see, and I'm going to kind of explain to you how you can remove it. So with the tool, and let's remove this keycap up here. So that's the switch right there. So as you can see here, there are two. Let's actually move this out of the way. And as you can see here, with the tool, you're going to come over here, and you're going to place here. And let's see if I can focus. So as you can see, there's two little teeth at the bottom here, and then there's one up here. So these are actually biting on the edge of where I removed it. So you're going to be putting the tool here and then pushing it back, and then you pull it up. Just like that. As you can see, those two little teeth are moving backwards, so that's what you want to be able to uh, move it out of the housing there. And as you can see there, that's where it is. So there's something interesting here with this keyboard here. So if I show you again the switch here, the way it works is that when you press it, you see that there is a slit there. So it closes the slit, and as you can see, if we go back and see this mechanism here, there's two components here. So once that slit is closed, so it looks like there is a light here that is being detected. So when something blocks it, that's when there is a character being typed. So as you can see, that's when a character is being created. So that's the way that this switch works. So when you close it, it creates the character, and you block the light in those components. So the reason I'm showing you this is because you want to get the correct switch if you're going to replace it. There I have seen so many other switches, and they look completely different than this one. So this one is going to be by as you can see, Gateron. So Gateron are the ones that are designing the switches, and you will have to get this specific switch if you want to use it. So so yeah, as I can tell you here, this this keyboard is going to be I really like the way the typing sounds. It's very enjoyable, but the things that I mentioned to you, I'm not really pleased with that. um, but yeah, also you get this here you have this raised edge here, which it makes the keyboard looks nice, but also it's a little bit difficult to be able to remove all these keycaps, and also it's going to be difficult to clean. I would recommend you that you get a keycap remover, which is like two wires that go in between the keys here, and it's much better than this here. That's going to actually you're going to take care of the keyboard better with that tool, and I'm going to put a link in the description so you can see that. So that's all I have to share. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.